Hey fantasy fans, this is Dan here with TreeBeard Book Reviews, and today I'm going to be talking about the books I read in the month of September and the books I plan to read in the month of October or Spooktober. Um, so let's get into it. So first thing as always, I really want to say thank you so much for continuing to watch my content. I'm really enjoying the videos I'm making, and if you guys like the videos I'm doing, please like, comment, and subscribe. I recently just started a Discord channel, so I will be linking the Discord in the description below. So if you want to, have some discussion with me, or we can do some read-alongs or book talk. You're welcome to join the Discord. It's open to everyone. So please feel free to click on that link. And I think let's start discussing the books I read in the month of September. All right. So what did I read in the month of September? If some of you watched my August or sorry my September TBR, my August recap, I kind of went through some of the books I read in that month. But the books I indicated that I was going to read in the month of September was Men at Arms, Dune, The Andromeda Strain, let's get it right here, and Feet of Clay. So, how did I do? Well, I thought, it was a bit of an ambitious month for me, September. Sounds like October is going to be ambitious. We'll get into October later. So the first book I read was Men at Arms. So this book I really flew through. I think I finished this book like September 3rd. And I'll put a link above here for my Men at Arms review. Really enjoyed that book. Highly recommend you check out the review for Men at Arms. Like I said, I couldn't put this down. I just flew through this book. So again, there'll be a link in the description to this video. This is the second book in the Guards. So the City Watch, featuring like the in the Discworld. So highly recommend it. Again, more guards, more Captain Vimes, more Carrot. Such an enjoyable book. Really, really loved it. Couldn't put it down. It wasn't. It's long. It's a little bit longer for some of the Discworld, as far as the Discworld books go. I think it was about let's see here, like 380 pages, and I loved it. Couldn't put it down. Okay, so the next book that I read for the month of September was Dune. So Dune, again, like, this is a thick boy. I really enjoyed Dune. Holy cow. So I'm not going to say much about Dune because my review for Dune comes out October 5th. So this will be it'll be the next video after this. I did decide to do a spoiler and a spoiler-free video. So there's going to be two videos coming out on October 5th talking about Dune. And yeah, I couldn't. If I did it in one video, it would have been an hour long. So I really broke it up into two. So where we have the spoiler-free talk, and those of you who've read Dune and want to get into some spoilers on what I thought, that'll be the video for you. Or check them both out, really. All right, so yeah, Dune was big, and it took me a few days to read. Like, took probably not most of the month, about 10 days for me to read Dune. I was probably trying to read like 100 pages a day. I said I have kids, and I work full time, and I'm also doing my master's right now. So trying to squeeze in 100 pages a day, it was a bit of a feat, but it was such an enjoyable book. So. But again, really look to my review for Dune. I cannot wait to talk about it, and I cannot wait for you to see the video. So, the next book I read was The Andromeda Strain by Michael Crichton. So, that's the first book that was published under his name as Michael Crichton. Like, he'd written 6 other books previously. I've never read those. I don't even know what his previous pen name was. But yeah, so I read the Andromeda Strain. It's quite a short book, and I did enjoy it. There will be a review coming out in the month of October for the Andromeda Strain. So, check my channel for that. I do really want to talk about it. I did have some issues with the book, to say the least. But this is a Crichton I've actually never read before. It was the first time reading it for me, so. It was definitely interesting to see his early works. I really like his later works. So like I said, I have enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. There was parts that I want to discuss, and we'll get that once my review comes out. So look for that in the month of October. And like, as I said, my last book was Feet of Clay. So have I finished this book yet? No, unfortunately, I have not. I've just had a pretty busy month. Like I said, the month of September, school started back up. I'm doing my master's right now, so I've been having to balance the reading with my master's, reading for pleasure in this channel, and so I've had to put Feet of Clay aside. I'm about halfway through, really enjoying it. This is the third book in the Guards, so I'm hopefully going to have this wrapped up pretty soon. There will be a review for Feet of Clay in the month of October. I'll try and get it out soon because you know me. I love the Discworld. I love doing the Discworld videos. They're all really fun. And yeah, so that is what I read. And actually, sorry, it's not all I've been reading. If some of you follow me on Goodreads, you'll have seen that I've started reading Malice. So actually, I've been listening to Malice on audiobook because I do have an Audible subscription, and I've slowly been listening to Malice. You know, when I take my dog for a walk or just when I'm out and about in the car. And I'm about, I want to say 60% through Malice. I did mention that in my review for, I'm going to put a link here too for The Shadow of the Gods, that I did plan to read Malice by John Gwynne. So I've actually chosen and opted to listen to it on audiobook. So again, I will have a review hopefully for that in the month of October. So that is really what I read in the month of September. I didn't hit my TBR goal of finishing these 4 books. But, I mean, that's okay. I mean, I'm still going to finish Feet of Clay, and then we're going to roll over into the month of October. But there are some other things I did want to talk about, you know, that with this channel and, like, you know, the books I read in September, and some of my other hobbies that I really enjoy, and that is board games. I'm really big into board games. I have a collection of about 200 board games downstairs in my basement. I'm not sure if some of you guys are into board games as well, but one of the reasons that I bring this up is because, you know, as I said, I read Dune this month, and it actually made me buy 2 Dune board games. So there's I'm going to put them up one at a time. So this is Dune Imperium. I recently just got this the other day, and I played the solo version, and then this one, as you can see, it's still in the shrink wrap. It's a bit bigger game. It's the old Gale Force 9 Dune that's been reprinted. Came out and reprinted in 2019. So I said, you know, I really enjoyed my read of Dune, and I'm a big board gamer. So I just thought, you know, why not pick up the board game? So I played Dune Imperium, unbelievable game. Had so much fun. I did the solo version. Me and my wife are going to play, you know, the 2-player version, and hopefully have a game night with some friends and play the 3- and 4-player version. But the Gale Force 9 Dune, I'm really looking forward to playing that. I think this game came out originally when it first printed was in like 1978, and then it's had a few reprintings. So looking forward to playing that too. So obviously maybe that's, you know, I've kind of foreshadowing my opinion of Dune and how much I enjoyed it. But yeah, I picked up those board games because, like I said, I'm an avid board gamer too. So mixing books and board games was, I thought, a good thing to do. So yeah, so that's what I kind of got up to in the month in September. So I didn't hit my reading goal, but you know, that's okay. You know, not everyone does, and we just keep continuing. So I think the best thing now is to really talk about what are my plans for the month of October. So let's get into that. Okay, so October or Spooktober, and you know, I don't think you can actually read a book in October that isn't a Stephen King. So the book I plan to read in October, probably no surprise, it's going to be it. So I can't wait to read this. This is probably going to be the first book I pick up after I finish Feet of Clay. It's a thick book. Like I said, I've never read it. I've never even seen I've seen the old Jim Carrey show with It, and I'm a big wimp when it comes to horror movies. I'm not a particular horror fan in terms of movies. So I'm really looking forward to reading it. So, you know, if we want to have it, like, I'd love to have a discussion with you guys when I read this book. It's a big one, so I'm going to get started on it as soon as I can. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So, please hit me up in the Discord, hit me up in the comments here about reading it. I've heard people say it's Stephen King's best and worst book at the same time. I think, once I've read it, I'm going to have to go and watch the new movies. Like I said, I'm not a big horror guy. I'm a bit of a wimp, but that's fine. Like, I'll try it. So, okay, next book. We're doing Eye of the World. I'm gonna start my reread of The Wheel of Time this month. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna start it, but I'm gonna read this book this month. Like as I've said, The Wheel of Time is my favorite series of all time, and I cannot wait to do a reread of this. This is probably not the copy I'm gonna read. This is like my display copy. It's my baby. I do have like a paperback copy that I will plan to read. So yeah, it's really I'm rereading it because I need to reread The Wheel of Time. It's been a few months now since I finished the entire series, and it was one of those things, I spent 14 months, getting through the series, originally reading through the series, and as soon as I finished it, I was like, whoa, like, what do I do next? Like, I just couldn't stop thinking about the series, and, I wanted to start it again right away, but then I'm like, no, I need to put some distance between it, and look at it again in a few months, and then contemplate doing a reread. So there's my passion and my drive to reread it, and then there's also the show coming out in the month of November. So most likely my review for The Eye of the World will come out in November, closer to the show coming out. But yeah, really looking forward to rereading it again. I just can't wait to get back into that world, back into Randland. Super excited, like super excited about rereading The Wheel of Time. And I think, going forward, every month there'll be a Wheel of Time book in my TBRs. So, all right. So moving on. There's going to be a Pratchett. Everyone knows I'm going to read a Pratchett. I have to read a Pratchett. So my next book is going to be Jingo by Terry Pratchett. So this is the fourth book in the Guards. I'm actually not sure what number it is in terms of the full Discworld. But yeah, looking forward to reading this. Like I said, I've loved all the Guards books, all three that I've read almost read now. So I'm really looking forward to reading Jingo. I heard this one's a bit of a different Discworld book, or a bit of a different Guards book, because from what I've read just on the synopsis, that they leave the city of Ankh-Morpork. So that'll be interesting to see how the City Watch performs outside the city. So I'm looking forward to reading that. And yeah, okay. So this next book is really going to be up to you guys. So the best way to really decide is, either hit me up in the Discord, or, comment below and let me know what book you think I should read. And so there's two books that I'm going to have you guys pick from. It's going to be Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. Or Blade Runner. If some of you guys have seen it, it's also known as Blade Runner. Or Stormfront by Jim Butcher. So I've never read any of the Dresden books. My wife's read a few, and she says they're really good, and I trust her opinion. But what do you guys want me to read? Like, you'll have to let me know. Do you want Android's Dream of Electric Sheep, or do you want Stormfront? So, please comment below or hit me up on the Discord, and let me know what you think I should read, and that's the book I'll choose. So I'll probably give you till about halfway through the month, and I guess I'll see where I'm at with my other reads. So yeah, hopefully I can get through all. I think it's a bit of an ambitious October. I know I'm going to have assignments coming up in my master's and some reading I have to keep up with there. So I'm going to try and pace myself and make sure I get through these books I've said I want to read. But yeah, so I think that is going to do it for the month of October. Again, guys, like I said, thank you so much for all the support. And again, if you like this videos that I'm doing, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.